Middle-earth.
King Durin.
Thank you kindly, Grand Elf.
Goodbye, Grand Elf.
Gandalf. Now let the song begin.
What if I told you the future of Middle-earth was shaped by a single choice, a confrontation millennia in the making, and the rise of an enemy darker than we've ever seen? The Season 2 finale of The Rings of Power changes everything, and the consequences will ripple through every corner of Middle-earth. Welcome back, adventurers. Today, we're diving deep into The Rings of Power Season 2 finale, an episode filled with heart-stopping moments, deep lore, and new beginnings. From shocking reveals to heartbreaking goodbyes, let's break it all down and explore what it means for the future of Middle-earth. Khazad Diem and Durin's Reckoning. Our finale opens in the heart of Khazad Dûm, where tensions have been building all season between Prince Durin and his father, King Durin. The younger Durin, brilliantly portrayed by Owain Arthur, is at his breaking point. And who could blame him? His father's obsession with the power of the ring, even as it drives him into madness, has alienated his family and put the entire Dwarven kingdom at risk. Durin's confrontation with his father isn't just personal, it's deeply symbolic. In many ways, it's a microcosm of Tolkien's larger themes. The struggle between tradition and change, between pride and humility, between wisdom and greed. And of course, it all comes to a head with the Balrog. Yes, that Balrog. The very creature whose eventual encounter with Gandalf we'll see thousands of years later in the Mines of Moria. This moment is huge. It's a direct nod to the looming darkness that always threatens Middle-earth. But this is also the end of King Durin's arc. In a poetic twist of fate, his greed and his pride bring about his downfall. And what a tragic end for such a complex character. Prince Durin's heartbreak is palpable. He's lost his father, but he's also gained something crucial, a clearer sense of his own path. With his father's death, the throne of Khazad Dûm is now his, and you can already see the weight of that responsibility setting in. What kind of king will he be? How will his relationship with the elves evolve, especially now that Eregion is on the brink of collapse? The Stranger and the Dark Wizard. Meanwhile, in Rhûn, we finally see the confrontation between the Stranger and the Dark Wizard. This storyline has been one of the most mysterious and intriguing of the season. For those of you keeping track, the Stranger has been on a long journey to figure out who he truly is, while the Dark Wizard has his own designs for Middle-earth. The Dark Wizard claims to know the Stranger's true identity, an Istar, or wizard, sent to Middle-earth to help fight Sauron. But here's the twist. He says they were meant to defeat Sauron together. This is a tantalizing development because it mirrors Tolkien's deep lore about the Istari. Could the Stranger be one of the Blue Wizards? Or even Saruman before his fall? It's a theory that keeps popping up, and the writers seem to be playing with it. But things quickly escalate. The Dark Wizard's plan unravels, and we get a showdown that's pure edge-of-your-seat tension. The Stranger's moral dilemma here is key. Will he embrace the darkness to save his friends? Or will he choose a different path? And then there's the larger question. If the Stranger is indeed one of the Istari, what role will he play in the future of Middle-earth? His rejection of the Dark Wizard's offer, much like Gandalf's refusal of the One Ring, speaks to a fundamental theme in Tolkien's work: the power of mercy and restraint in the face of overwhelming darkness. Elendil's choice. Over in Númenor, we witness a turning point for Elendil, the man destined to lead the last alliance of elves and men. But before he becomes the legendary figure we know, he has to make a choice. Stay and fight Pharazôn's growing authoritarian regime, or leave Númenor and forge a new path. Elendil's relationship with Arianne is heartbreaking. She's been manipulated into aligning herself with Pharazôn, and Elendil can barely look at her. But it's his sense of duty and love for Númenor that keeps him going. The scene where he meets with Miriel and she gives him Narsil, the sword that will one day be reforged as Andúril, is a huge moment for fans. It's not just a sword, it's a symbol of the future. Miriel, for her part, is fascinating in this episode. She's blind, both literally and figuratively, to some of what's happening around her. But she's not helpless. Her resolve to stay in Numenor, even as it's tearing itself apart, is a testament to her strength. It's a powerful contrast to Elendil, who knows his destiny lies elsewhere. The Celebrimbors fall and Sauron's rise. And now we come to the tragedy of Celebrimbor. This season, we've seen the Master Smith driven by ambition, and in this finale, it all comes crashing down. With Sauron disguised as Anatar still manipulating events from behind the scenes, Eregion has fallen. But Celebrimbor's last stand is one for the ages. In true Tolkien fashion, Celebrimbor's death is not just tragic. It's a warning. His creations, the Rings of Power, may have been forged with good intentions, but they are the very tools that will bring about Sauron's dominance. His final words, predicting Sauron's downfall, add a chilling note to the scene. We know Sauron will rise, but we also know he will fall, and that too will be linked to the power of these rings. Speaking of Sauron, the long-awaited confrontation between him and Galadriel finally happens, and it's every bit as intense as we hoped. This duel, both physical and psychological, is a masterclass in tension. Galadriel, who has been driven by vengeance all season, now faces the very man she's been hunting. Sauron's shape-shifting, his ability to get under Galadriel's skin, this is classic villainy. But the most fascinating part is how he tries to seduce her to his cause, just as he once did to the elves long ago. And Galadriel's refusal, that's the kind of strength we expect from her. It's a beautiful moment of character growth and a reminder that power, no matter how tempting, comes at a cost. The stranger's true name revealed. And then, we come to one of the biggest reveals of the finale, the true identity of the stranger. After battling the Dark Wizard, the stranger reveals his name, Olorin. For the Tolkien fans out there, this name needs no introduction. Olorin is one of the Maiar, the very spirit who would one day become Gandalf the Grey. The show has been dropping hints all season, but this confirmation is monumental. Knowing that Gandalf has been in Middle-earth battling dark forces from the beginning adds a whole new layer to the mythology. The end of an age, the beginning of a new journey. So where does this leave us? The season has ended, but the story is far from over. Galadriel, Elrond, and Gil-galad are in Rivendell, preparing for the long fight ahead. Durin is the new king of Khazad-dûm, with the Balrog stirring beneath the mountain. The stranger has taken his first steps toward becoming Gandalf, and Elendil is readying himself for the final confrontation with Sauron. The stakes have never been higher. The future of Middle-earth is on the line, and as we know from Tolkien's works, the great battles are yet to come. Season 3 promises to be a game-changer, as Sauron continues his rise and the war for the fate of Middle-earth inches ever closer. Well, that's it for the Rings of Power Season 2 finale. What a ride. This season gave us deeper character arcs, jaw-dropping visuals, and some of the best storytelling in the fantasy genre. But most importantly, it sets the stage for what's to come in Middle-earth's greatest battle. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content. And let me know in the comments, what are your theories for Season 3? Who will challenge Sauron next? What's the stranger's role going forward? I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Until next time, my fellow Middle-earth adventurers, may the light of Arendelle guide you on your path.